we're at the booth of Established & Sons at Design Miami, Basel, and we're talking with Alashdair Willis. She's CEO of Established & Sons.
Correct.
And yeah, perhaps you can tell us a little bit about Established & Sons. When was it established?
Absolutely. Well, Established & Sons was launched in April 2005. We launched it in Milan, Barcelona. And we've launched the company with, I think, a very clear philosophy behind what we are and what we stand for, which is we wanted to create a platform, a creative platform for British and British-based designers and manufacture their products 100% in the United Kingdom, which isn't really being done anymore. So the idea being that we could create this home where designers could, where we could work with designers on a very one-to-one level and realise their products and their designs in the UK and then distribute them internationally.
Britain has a long tradition of craftsmanship,
absolutely,
design.
Yes.
And I think sometime was not so obvious during the past years.
Yeah, well, I think that's very true, and I think, as you say, we have a long history and tradition of high quality design and manufacturing, and that is slowly being eroded through obviously competition, cheaper competition overseas, and what we're trying to do is to revitalize that industry and make it, through various means, make it competitive, but at the same time make it just desirable to the level that people are willing to, in certain cases, pay a little bit extra to have that extra quality and that sort of provenance of it being made by the craftsmanship that we still have in the United Kingdom.
If you can tell us a little bit about the connection to the other company you are linked a little bit to, that's also doing something in design, in the automotive design business. Because I think it's interesting because automotive design was always known for high craftsmanship, like Rolls-Royce, Bentley and so on.
Well, when I went about setting the company up, I realized that the only way we could have a genuine chance of being an internationally successful company was we had to have a manufacturing partner that has facilities, capabilities, and also the right business attitude and management structure to be able to take this company into where I wanted it to be. So that company I'm referring to is our manufacturing partner, Caparo Group, and as you rightly point out, they have access and work with the automotive industry. Now, when you're working with the automotive industry, then you're usually at the forefront of manufacturing technologies, and they work quite closely with racing, with Formula 1 racing and various F1 teams. So there's that attitude and that level of quality and facilities that we have had access to. Now, those aren't necessarily facilities to make furniture, but you know, it's more about the right mentality and approach to how we make furniture, because a lot of our furniture has certain feelings and aesthetics that are much closer to automotive, to speed and so forth. So it was very important.
How did you come to design? You've been at Wallpaper?
I was a publisher of Wallpaper, yes.
And as a child, you were always interested in design?
Well, I mean, I was trained as a painter, as an artist. I went to art school, and then I did a master's in painting, and I was more of an installation-based artist, so it was always about objects and the placement of objects and so forth. So design for me has always been a part of my life. I love design, hence, you know, working on a magazine like Wallpaper, it's all about design. So this is a very natural step for me. What the magazine actually did for me was it gave me the opportunity to not only have be involved in the world of design, but also see the business side of it, because as the publisher I saw the business side of the companies. So it was there that I kind of realized that there was an opportunity here that we could do something, and the seeds started to develop from there on.
was a big success for you. Such a young company, and then
Yeah.
already design of the future,
Yeah.
something, and
Yeah.
work with great designers.
Yeah, I mean, the great thing about receiving this award here is, although the company is just over 14 months old, what it means is they've given us the award because they totally understand what we are trying to do, and we've got a very different business model to most design companies. But to receive this award on the basis of them understanding what we're trying to do is very rewarding for me, because it means that we're getting the message across quite clearly at an early stage, and we're not having to do what unfortunately many companies have to do is spend many years and lots of hours and effort and expense trying to get a message across. We've managed to do that very quickly, so that helps the business enormously.
So on your website you have I think 3 arts or projects of the company.
3
You
sections.
have the magazine, you have the collection, and you have the limited.
Correct.
editions.
Yeah. There's three parts of the website, as you've quite rightly pointed out, but there is 2 real major sections to the business itself, and that is the production pieces, the high volume pieces, which have a lower, more accessible price point, I suppose, for the majority of people, and then there's the limited editions and the one-off pieces that we are catering obviously for high-end collectors and museums and institutions and so forth. And that is just a response, well, not just, but that partly is a response to the market, which we see right now is there's a great deal of interest in collectible one-off and edition pieces. It also allows us as a manufacturer to really showcase the facilities that we have and what we can actually make and what we can actually do without it necessarily being turned into a production piece where the cost implications don't make it a viable product. So it allows us to really sort of, showcase, as I said, what we can do, and really push the envelope on certain manufacturing techniques. And then on the website, as you say, we have this section which is devoted to Established, which is an online magazine, which we're very proud of. It's in its 2nd issue. And the reason for that being, we want Established & Sons as a company to be seen as industry commentators. We're not just about selling products. So we would like people to visit our website to find out about what is going on in their industry, and maybe have access into other areas, not just the Established & Sons world. And that was the sort of the key reason behind the magazine.